Hey, One More World Entertainment, and we got some big news regarding the Harry Potter TV series for HBO, namely that it has begun filming, but also they've given at least a premiere date for the year. And it's not anytime soon, but there's also possibly a big reason for that. So we'll have a look at this article, and we do get an image of the young lad who is now becoming Harry Potter. So it's saying HBO has announced today that production has begun on the upcoming Harry Potter TV series at Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesdale in the UK. By the way, this was on Monday, so it started on Monday. It's also been revealed that the series will premiere in 2027 on HBO and HBO Max, adding some weight to recent rumours that the plan is to shoot the Philosopher's Stone, the Sorcerer's Stone, and the Chamber of Secrets back to back. Surely that should say back to back to back. So they're looking to do the first three stories all together. So that is why there's this big delay between them filming it now and a release date. So it's saying, with this news comes our first look at Dominic McLaughlin as the boy wizard himself, Harry Potter. The newcomer is wearing the character's trademark glasses and has that all too familiar lightning bolt shaped scar on his forehead. It's fair to say he looks like he's stepped straight off the page. The new Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizarding robes are also featured, though we can't see the school's updated logo. Understandably, fans remain eager to learn how this small screen take will differ from the iconic movie franchise led by Daniel Radcliffe. Newly announced cast members include Roy Wiltmore as Neville Longbottom, Amos Kitson as Dudley Dursley, Louise Bailey as Madame Roland Hooch, and Anton Laser as Garrick Ollivander. We also have new department heads, and who gives a crap about all that. We know all about all the rest of the crap. It's just giving all the names for hairstyles, not that garbage. The series is executive produced by J.K. Rowling, Neil Blair, and Ruth Kinley Letts of Bonnet Film and TV, and David Heyman of Heyday Films. As noted, Dominic McLaughlin has been cast in the role of Harry Potter, with Arabella Stratton as Hermione Granger and Alistair Stout as Ron Weasley. Joining them is Lox Pratt as Draco Malfoy, and blah blah blah, and a bunch of other people. So we know all that. And yeah, the image of the young guy here as Harry Potter, yeah, he looks like Harry Potter. Why wouldn't he? You know, he looks a lot more like the book version with that hair, you know, kind of the more kind of lifted, scruffy kind of hair, rather than Daniel Radcliffe's, who kind of had neat hair when he was the little kid doing the first Harry Potter. But if you look at the book seems to be a bit more scruffy at the start, and he kind of has that look. A lot of pressure on this little guy's shoulders. There's definitely that. You know, he will no doubt get compared to Daniel Radcliffe, but in fairness, this guy is going to have a lot longer with the character than Daniel Radcliffe ever had. So yeah, I don't think anyone should get too kind of, he's not as good as him or stuff. It's like, let the little guy do his thing, you know. I wonder if he's a twin. I wonder if they're all twins, actually, because the rules used to be in Hollywood that kids up to a certain age, I can't remember what the age is, has to have twins because they're only actually allowed to work for 4 hours, I believe it is. And then if you want to continue shooting, you have to swap them out for the twin. So I wonder if that's still the case. I think that's still the rules, but so all these kids may be twins. Don't know. Doubt it, but don't know. The rest of the, like everyone has been saying, the cast looks fine. The only kind of one that stands out, and there's the controversy around, is Papa Isidu as Black Snape, because what the hell are you doing with Black Snape? Now, the question, of course, about this idea that they're going to film the first three stories back to back to back. Why would they do that? Well, there's an obvious answer as to why they would do that. It's because they need the kids to still be young enough to do it. You can't have the guy show up being like a 10-year-old in the Philosopher's Stone, and by the time you get to the Chamber of Secrets, he has a mustache. You know what I mean? People are going to go, that's a bit weird. Like, look at Stranger Things. It started off when they were tiny little kids. We're only meant to be like, 3 years later? And the kids are actually in their 20s now. Like, Millie Bobby Brown is married, for Christ's sake. She's married, people. So, like, and she's meant to still be playing this kid in this show. So it's obvious why they're like, let's just do the first 3 parts all together. So if they start aging out, by the time we get around to the 4th book, they'll be perfect age for that. Now, of course, you could say, well, you know, they managed to do it quite easily with Daniel Radcliffe and the others for the movies, but at the same time, how long is each season of this? I would assume it's only probably going to be between 8 and 10 episodes. They might extend it to the likes of 13 episodes, but I would assume it's in between the 8 and 10 episode arc. So overall, you're looking at them doing a lot of work, a lot more work as well. So it makes sense why they'd want to do it. It's just that release date. Now, of course, it's saying 2027. When, of course, is the big question. Like, early 2027, mid, or late 2027? That will be interesting. That'll be very interesting to see. At this rate, they could end up putting it out with the likes of Rings of Power Season 3, if that thing's even actually going to come out. But if they do what they did with House of the Dragon, they'll drop this right on top of Rings of Power and destroy it again. People are interested in it. There's a lot of pushback against Papa Sidu, and everyone, there's just racist. No, the character shouldn't be race swapped. Like, if you're sticking to the guns with everyone else, why change that one character? Well, like, why do it? It makes no sense. But we'll have to wait and see. But it is officially filming right now for release at some stage in 2027. And your first image of this little guy as your brand new Harry Potter. And he looks like Harry Potter. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, with that, I shall leave it there for this one. What do you think of it? Do let us know. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.